Hey guys, Pitmeister78 here. I had to cut that other video off a little short because I was getting a call from my other job. But I think to make this a little bit more fair of a competition, what I was doing is I was trading these off of the 4-hour charts, and then the other one, this one, I was trading off of dailies. So I think what I need to do to make it more fair is I need to trade this off of dailies as well. Um, Something interesting to note about this system is that there's a couple different indicators on here. You can see one of them, it points, it gives these little sell signals and buy signals and all this other stuff. But you'll notice a lot of them are off this line, and then a few of them are on this line. So, when you look at these arrows, each one of them would have generated some kind of a profit. Here, again, this one, obviously a big one, big profit. What I think I want to do here, what I was just looking at, and I may, put another indicator down here just to kind of help smooth some of the stuff out. But I think, when I get these buy and sell signals here, let's take this one, or let's take this one as an example. So when you get these buy and this sell signals, here's a buy, here's a sell, here's sell, 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 sell. You can see that when the arrow is off of this line here, when it's just an arrow by itself, usually looks like probably about 90% of the time there is some pips to be gained there, but you can see the moves are definitely not as big. Whereas when you have the arrows, when you get both arrows and the line, obviously you can see the moves are much, much stronger. So I think when I'm trading these just arrows by themselves, that may be cause for doing my, combining it with just going for kind of the soft targets here. Like in this case, sometimes it doesn't always work. So in this case, you're looking at a 50 pips here. So I'd probably back that down to 40. In this case, I probably would have gotten stopped out, but obviously it would have worked out. In this case, again, right here, I see my first resistance probably would have been somewhere around here, 105, 107. So I would have backed that down to about probably 80. 80 pip stop loss up here, and then we get here. I'd still be waiting. I probably would have gotten taken out, but once they get close, I mean, these targets are just estimates. When you get pretty close, I had an 80 pip stop or 80 pip target. When you get to this area, I mean, I'd probably go ahead and close some of the position and let the rest run. It's not an exact science. I heard a trader say all all gains are losses until they're booked. You know, if you're just because you have the equity, like right now it says I have $5,111. Technically, I only have 5,083. This is a loss until it's booked, because this right now there's $30 on the table, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. So when you get close to your target, there's nothing wrong with taking some money off the table and letting it run. In this case, I would have done that, and it would have kind of went back on me a little. I would have put like a 60, 70 pip trailing stop, so I probably would have gotten taken out, but that's okay. And then it went up again, then I got another signal, and same thing. So, but when these arrows hit when you get all three combined, when you get the line, the arrow for the line, and the other sell signal, that's a pretty strong indicator, as you can see here. So I think just to make it a little more fair, I need to do it dailies to dailies, because if I'm doing 4 hours, if this chart's just a 4-hour chart and then this one is a daily, that's not really a fair comparison. This one's obviously going to generate probably a lot more trades than this one will. So I think that's going to be a better way. But again, if you just kind of look here, and we're looking at the euro dollar, if you look here, you'll notice every time there's a buy signal, there's some kind of profits. They're not huge. Sometimes they have little runs, but these are just kind of like retracements, pullbacks. and I think it's just a good idea to have a target in mind when going for it. Again, right here, here's 100, 190 pips roughly. I probably would have only said 100 on this one, just because with this signal. So I would have gotten that on this Sunday when this started to happen, but probably somewhere, if I was watching this, and who knows when this, the times when this happens, but when it gets close, when it gets all the way up and it closes near this, this is the end of the day, Friday, it looks like. If I would have gotten in right at the, I would have gotten in, let's see, this generated sell signal, so I would have been going for, let's just take a look here. I would have got in here, so my target would have been about 80, 92, so I probably would have said like 70. So 70 pip stop put me down here. And on this day, on Monday, Sunday I would have been in a little bit of a loss, but Monday we would have seen this thing go up to about 70, 67, whatever. Once it started to get up close to here, if I was watching this, I'd have gone ahead and take it right off the table, and that's it. And let the rest of it run, and you get taken out, and you miss this, but that's okay. There's always more opportunities later. So I just wanted to make that clear. But I think when you get these signals like this one, clear sell signal here, I think you can put a little bit more room and have your targets a little bit bigger. So for this one, we would have had 200 and some target. I would have definitely backed that down to probably about 200. And then, obviously we would have gotten that once, again, when I was watching it. I probably would take it off, when it gets close, when it's about 80% there, 70, 80%, there's nothing wrong with closing out the position and letting a few of it run. I just got these 10 doing their things. I'm guaranteed profits of all these. All the trailing stops. This one's at break even, but all the trailing stops have been hit, except for this one. So, we're just there's still a guaranteed profit here of at least 10 pips. So, I've already gotten some profit, but I just wanted to say, there's nothing wrong with taking some stuff off the table a little bit early and, letting the rest of your profits run. No one ever goes broke from taking too many profits. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Again, look, here's a signal that was generated a few days ago. Definitely some clear resistance. Probably, yeah, right about here. About the 70 pip range, so I would have went for about 50 and would have hit it, barely. Again, I'd be watching this and I'd say, wow, okay, I think we need to get out of this thing, or we need to let some profits go. Move your stop to break even, boom, you're almost taken out here, and you might be able to get some more, a few more pips until ultimately probably went up here and then boom down and close. So there's nothing wrong with getting some good profits. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.